Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February 9th of 2021. This is a simple message to my friends in the United States of America. Dear friends, you, the majority of the American people, who are good people and decent people, who believe in freedom, in liberty, in democracy, who supported all this time Mr. Donald Trump. We all did. But as I'm listening to some of the shows today on YouTube, X22, and that other British asshole by the name of Simon Parkes, they're both trying to make you give Donald Trump and the United States Armed Forces supposedly more time because they need, in order for them to remove Biden, to have a court order first so that they do not mess up with their legacy, so that nobody can tell Mr. Trump 200 years from now that he acted as a dictator. He doesn't give a damn about your life. He doesn't give a damn if you're losing your jobs, if you're suffering, if your friends and relatives committing suicides. If he really thinks of his legacy, then he doesn't give a fuck about you. Pick up what you need to pick up and defend yourselves from all of them. Dear friends, this cannot go on any longer. Mr. Trump has been claiming for weeks that Biden and his team have been cheating, that they have stolen the elections. How dare he today, through his cronies, like the asshole in Britain, Simon Parkes, claiming that he would need more time in order to remove Mr. Biden because he doesn't want his legacy to be ruined. That means he doesn't give a fuck about your life. Is that the leader you chose? Are you, Mr. Trump, a leader of your people? If you have chosen to wait more months to allow the American people to suffer, more of them to commit suicides, more of them to die in starvation, more of them to be abducted and be used for sexual purposes, more kids to be killed. If that is your legacy that you want to preserve, then get the fuck out of our sight. You have no business being the American people's leader. You have claimed that they have stolen the elections from you. Prove it then. Stand up. So that you're a man. Protect your people, not your legacy, your people. That's what your first responsibility is. It's about your people and the Constitution of the United States. If your armed forces, if your generals are selling you out, have the balls and come out and say it to the American people so they can punish them now. Don't hide behind anything. Mr. Trump, you have no other choice. Either you protect the American people or get the fuck away and get lost. Don't play with the American people's minds any longer. If you continue to buy more time to allow Mr. Biden to install himself and become the dictator that he wants to be, then you're one of them. Then you become a traitor just as bad as they are. Is that what you brought in to the White House? You brought in Mr. Biden in order for you to allow him slowly to stay there and punish the American people? Is it because they offered you something that you cannot resist? Is it because they can save your life? They will stop going after you and your family, that you will be protecting your properties and your business and your money. Is that what you are all about? You have today that asshole from Britain claiming that you need more time, that he has spoken to someone in Britain who is in touch with your group, and they need to tell the American people to have more patience, to wait for you to allow yourself more time so that you can have a court order first. But if you do not remember, Mr. Trump, the courts refuse to even listen to your cases. Even now that one of them claims that next week will listen probably to one. We don't know yet. And the Supreme Court has claimed that if anything, maybe in October they would probably accept to listen to one. Don't you see that they have sold you out? Don't you see that they're all traitors? Don't you see that you cannot be one of them and sell out the American people? How dare you? How dare you? Using these assholes from all over the world to manipulate the American public again and make them waste more time so you can install Mr. Biden in the White House for permanent. You, the American public, rise up, take action, take your lives into your hands, defend yourselves. Don't wait for them. They're selling you out. They don't give a fuck about you. If they have any decency, they wouldn't even allow anyone to tell these assholes in Britain to come out and make such statements. Don't you understand, Mr. Trump, that the American people cannot take it any longer, that you have done nothing for them for the last few months? You're weak. You're not a leader. Not the way you're acting lately. If you have made a deal with Mr. Biden and his group, have the guts to come out and state it to the American people. They will understand you better. At least they'll know. They will know up front that they're dealing with a traitor. And they will go on with their lives and take care of themselves. But they won't be a fool to wait and allow more time until they are butchered by the group of the cabal. Either you shape up, Mr. Trump, or get the fuck away from the American people. Listen, my friends, do not trust anybody anymore.